before I got to Europe, I had never seen an aeroplane in real life. High above, they twisted and turned like flocks of birds dancing. There was a romance surrounding pilots. These new swashbucklers.
I have nothing left to bet, you idiot.
The plane.
That's rich. Oh, why the hell not? I've got you beaten anyway.
Yeah.
What have you got? Wipe your mouth, Blackburn.
That wasn't supposed to happen. But you know, I'll be taking that plane anyway.
What the bloody hell? You lost! I beat you!
The thing is, Rackham, it's a very beautiful aeroplane, and you're kind of a jackass.
I beat you fair and square, goddammit! Stay the hell away from my kite! Oh, you bastard! You can't do this to me! I beat you! I beat you!
My name's Clyde Blackburn. I'm a pilot and a gambler.
I'm George Rackham! I'm George bloody Rackham! Listen to me! You bastard! Keep off my aeroplane!
If you asked me to name my biggest fault, I'd have to tell you. I'm just not a very honest person.
Welcome aboard! I'm Wilson, by the way. You must be George Rackham.
Sure, I'm Rackham. I'm your guy. Blood! Let's get this kite up in the air.
You're George Rackham, son of the 4th Earl of Windsor.
That's right. Hip, hip, man.
The Bristol was everything it was advertised to be. A pure joy to fly. It was a crisp, sunny day, and everything would have been perfect had I only been alone.
Hey, back there! It's a great day for a picnic, don't you think?
Right, you see that plane up ahead? You need to catch up with it.
Yeah. So listen, I know this little French place. Maybe we pick up a couple of girls.
What are you talking about? Girls! This is a test flight. You need to follow the route that plane is setting for you.
Okay, you're the boss, apparently.
Now let's get a feel for the yoke. Stay close on his tail. Welcome, follow him! We should be closer! Remember, less throttle means you can make tighter turns! Keep this distance! Can you keep up with him or what?
Relax, I've got this.
Then use the throttle and get going! Close the distance! To keep up with him!
Hang on, Wingnut.
Get closer to him!
Hey, back there! It's a great day for a picnic, don't you think?
Right, you see that plane up ahead? You need to catch up with it!
Yeah! So listen, I know this little French place, maybe pick up a couple of girls.
What are you talking about? Girls! This is a test flight! You need to follow the route that plane is setting for you!
Okay, you're the boss, apparently.
close on his tail. All right, keep this distance.
Hang on, Wingnut. Hey back there! It's a great day for a picnic, don't you think?
Right, you see that plane up ahead? You need to catch up with it.
Yeah. So listen, I know this little French place, maybe pick up a couple of girls.
What are you talking about? Girls! This is a test flight. You need to follow the route that plane is setting for you.
Okay, you're the boss, apparently.
Now let's get a feel for the yoke. Stay close on his tail. This isn't too much plane for you, is it? Get closer! All right, keep this distance.
Hang on, Wingnut. Piece of cake.
Let's see how she handles in a gunfight. Guns are unsafe, just in case you get some fancy ideas.
You're starting to get me. How sweet.
The Bristol will handle like the other planes. Less throttle means you can make tighter turns. Let's see how she handles in a gunfight. Guns are unsafe, just in case you get some fancy ideas.
You're starting to get me. How sweet!
Don't let him get away!
Let's see what else he's got.
Just stay with him! The Bristol will handle like the other planes. Less throttle means you can make tighter turns. Open the throttle and stay on him! Let's see how she handles in a gunfight. Guns are unsafe, just in case you get some fancy ideas.
You're starting to get me. How sweet!
Don't let him get away!
Let's see what else he's got.
Just stay with him! The Bristol will handle like the other planes. Less throttle means you can make tighter turns.
Fun yet, Wingnut?
It's Wilson, and pay attention! Eyes forward! Open the throttle and stay on him! Though some of it wasn't exactly by the book.
So tough.
Though some of it wasn't exactly by the book.
So toss the damn book and live a little. Where's he going now?
Leave him! See those target balloons? Weapons check. Fire at will.
I can do that. Roger that. Yeah, I see them.
Try using the rockets on them. Get a feel for hitting the ground targets. You see those targets on the ground?
Yeah, I see them.
Try using the rockets on them. Get a feel for hitting the ground targets. You see those targets on the ground?
Yeah, I see them.
Try using the rockets on them. Get a feel for hitting the ground targets. Question.
Sure.
Why does George Rackham, son of the 4th Earl of Windsor, sound like an American?
I pick up accents easily. Probably be speaking French by the time we got to Jerry's beat.
I see.
You're a very suspicious man, Wilson. Has anyone ever told you that?
Jesus Christ! Germans! What do we do?
What do you think? We shoot him down!
What the?
Jerry's playing for keeps. Hold on!
about it! Looks like there's only one left! Stop flying in a straight line! They're trying to get behind us! That was too close for comfort!
You can say that again.
At the engine! Giving her the gun might have thrown something off! Repair what you can from up front! More Jerry's!
I see him! Hang on to your knickers!
If we run now, they'll be all over us! Friendly hit! He's going down! Damn Bosch!
Make sure we don't get one on our tail! Come on, Jerry, come and get it!
Another one on our tail!
Come and get it, Jerry!
Enemy kite on our tail! That didn't sound so good! Bloody hell! Watch it! We're getting torn to ribbons! Nice! All right, I admit it, you know what you're doing!
Who do you think I am? Of course I know!
Watch for the debris! Where do you think he's going?
That way! And we're going after him!
What are you doing? We should turn back!
Ah, to hell with base!
Pull up! Pull up! Take cover!
accidentally discovered where Germans were keeping their munitions for half the Western Front. And Wilson's pictures would help HQ launch a major assault. There was just one problem.
I'm not sure about this.
Oh, come on. We did a great thing. We'll get medals for this.
We weren't even supposed to be there.
When the commander sees these pictures, he won't care. We did a great thing. We can do it again.
I'll make you a deal. If we pile up on this, then you need to promise me that you'll get me back in one piece.
Sure thing.
Promise. I need your word.
Okay, I promise.
Stay here. And don't cause any trouble.
You know, I did like the guy. But he was kind of naive.
Sir, you might want to take a look at these.
Saints alive, your man must be
One hell of a pilot. Before we knew it, we were back in the air. Our mission? To clear the way for the bombers so they could blow that fortress all to hell. First, we'd have to down the barrage blimps. Jesus, imagine being a lookout on a blimp. Bad luck, Fritz. Next, we'd have to deal with their anti-aircraft trucks. The assault was already in full swing when we got there. We'd have to deal with all those defenses, then escort our bombers to their target when they arrived. Tall order. But victory here could change the course of the whole damn war, they said. Safe to say, Wilson was less than thrilled.
Now we're actually doing this, it feels really dangerous!
Trust me! And buckle yourself in, maybe.
Down those blimps! Clear the way for our bombers!
Easy enough. Watch my back.
Bloody hell, that'll do it! One coming up behind us! Do something!
The bird was busted. She buried her nose in no man's land a half-mile due west of where I went down. Wilson, the poor sap, didn't make it out. But that was his bad luck. I had more pressing problems.
Patrouille, Patrouille, Patrouille. Das nervt langsam.
Glad I still had a way with the old Barker. After plugging a few German stormtroopers, I was on my way west, heading back towards our side of the line. Between me and the British front were German trenches and German guns. Oh, and half the population of Berlin, all spoiling for a fight.
Ich hab das alles hier so satt! Würden uns diese Bastarde nicht die Arbeit wegnehmen, hätte ich nicht vorher weggehen müssen! Scheiße! Zu, Arschloch! Konzentrier dich auf deinen Posten! Was denn auch ein Scheiße? Das hab ich nicht verdient. Jede Nacht warten die. Der Hauptmann ist so nah. Hey! Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass ich dich wiedersehe! Nicht so laut, Idiot! Ich muss pissen.
My lucky day. The Brits must have been sitting down for tea and crumpets instead of shelling the Germans. Still, I had to get through to our side of the line before those guns started up again.
verdammter Hauptmann. Gib mir...
Oh, diese verfluchten Ratten.
Moment.
Ja.
Those trenches were packed full of the Kaiser's finest. But hopefully, most of them would be looking for trouble coming the other way. Hopefully.
Du bist der deprimierendste Mensch, den ich kenne! Ich kann ein ständiges Gejammer nicht mehr hören! Hältst du eigentlich irgendwann mal die Schnauze? Ganz ehrlich, ich kenne keinen, der so viel redet wie du!
The dozen German machine guns at my back kinda encouraged me to keep my head down. No Man's Land was a maze of barbed wire, dead bodies, and debris. But I held my...
Wilson, we're in No Man's Land. We need to go now.
I can't get up.
Shit.
Hey, hey!
I'm sorry.
Well, you promised to get me back in one piece.
Just keep it down.
What about medals? What about being heroes?
I'm no hero.
But you gave me your word, your bleeding word. So either you're a decent bloke who's gonna help me, or you're a lying, no good bastard who'll look me in the eye and finish it. Ah! Come on! Which is it? Put your cards on the table, Blackburn. You're not George Rackham, are you? Son of the fourth bloody Earl of Windsor. How naive do you think I am? Ah!
Let's get out of here.
guy was losing a lot of blood.
God almighty!
The Germans aren't really known.
Look! Cherry Peter's moving into our lines! Shoot anything.
The guy was losing a lot of blood. I didn't have...
God almighty! Look! Cherry Peter's moving into our lines!
The Germans aren't really known for giving up. They did everything they could to catch us.
Avoid those spotlights. MGs are trained on them. They shoot anything. Germans.
Wilson said I was a no-good, lying son of a bitch. I brought him home because I think he's probably right. And I hate that fact more than I can tell you.
That man through no man's land? This guy's a bloody hero.
No, he's nothing of the sort. He's a cheat, a thief, and a liar. And he'll answer for his crimes. That's right, Blackburn.
Off to the farm, are you?
I'm gonna speak up for you, you know, at the court-martial. It might do you some
I doubt
good.
it, but thanks.
Wilson, with me, I need a gunner.
Over here! I'll do it! Rackham, let me help!
You don't deserve to fly.
Wilson! If I'm gonna die up there.
Come on, let's do this.
You sure you don't want to sit this one out?
Not a chance! You owe me a bloody medal!
All right, I got this. Are you with me?
Of course I'm bloody with you! Fighters on their way! I'll cover our tail! That's it! Target on our six! Jesus Christ! Right, bugger off, Prince!
die, I'm gonna die up there. You and your big mouth.
You okay?
I'm okay. We need to take out that flak gun.
Okay, I've got your back.
All right, we gotta get up there.
Don't look down, all right?
All right,
Just don't bloody look down.
we gotta get the flak gun.
This is madness. That gun is knocking 7 shades out of our lot. We have to grab it.
I can't really see it. Just straight ahead. Whoa!
Careful.
They're firing at us from everywhere.
Don't stay out here. Keep moving.
Come on, let's do this together. Okay,
I see him. He's over there.
that's the guy.
Hey, you okay?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Find a way back up top. I'll head around to the flak gun.
Okay, I've got this. Man. What?
What's going on down there?
Keep it down. Every German on this damn balloon's gonna hear you.
Ich mach dich fertig.
Come on, Bruce! Come and get it! My name's Clyde Blackburn. I'm a pilot. I'm a gambler. And I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I am a stand-up kind of guy. I'm a stand-up kind of guy! Hey, you too, you big bastard! Come and get it!
That's my story. A selfish man who risked his own life to save another, and in doing so, found he was saved himself. Things get mixed up in wartime, though, and you'll probably hear other versions. A rogue pilot who stole a plane, who killed his buddy, then lied, cheated, and murdered his way across half the Western Front, only to escape court-martial in the chaos of an air raid. But don't listen to any of that. What you heard from me is the truth. I wouldn't tell you if it wasn't. Would I?
Everyone was affected by the war. Every corner of the world was touched. The human spirit drove us to fight where no one had dared to go before. Whether it was the mountains of the Alps or the skies above, we found a way. They said this would be the war to end all wars. But I wonder if there will ever be an end to human ambition and our will to destroy.
You up there? Are you all right? We're ready for you to cut the cake. Wow, these are incredible.
Yes, it was an incredible time.
You looked very handsome in that uniform.
That's not me, that's Matteo.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Dad. Take as long as you need.
No, it's okay, Tesoro. It's time I told you what happened to him. It was during our last battle together, just a few days after our 21st birthday. My brother's battalion had been ordered to capture a fort deep into enemy territory. I wasn't going with him. I was part of a special unit with a different mission. Our task was to support Matteo's battalion. We were a proud unit. We changed the war for Italy. The Arditi.
Oh, la vittoria! Oh, tutti accampati!
While Matteo was pushing forward, I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing this story makes me worried for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor. Besides, the Arditi were proud volunteers. We would have done anything for Italy. A church was sitting at the base of the path. Enemy troops had fortified it. I had to fight them first. All that was left after the flame troops were some foot soldiers. After that, the church would be ours.
Dobbiamo conquistare la chiesa!
Conquistiamo la chiesa! Conquistiamo la chiesa!
Manteniamo unite le sezioni!
Dobbiamo conquistare la chiesa!
Forza, così! Andiamo, amico!
Andiamo!
Vorresti meglio scappare!
Andiamo per la montagna! Avanziamo, forza!
There was an artillery gun that was shelling us and Matteo's unit. I had to destroy it.
And he was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there. Matteo and the entire Italian offensive was in danger as long as that artillery gun remained, so I had to take it down.
Incarico completato! Via da qui, maledizione!
The only way to ensure that my men were safe was to blow up the gun itself.
Ziemlich üble Wunde!
That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me. But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun over the next ridge that was taking out our planes. And that was my next target.
Carica! Teniamoli sotto pressione! Addosso, avanti!
The gun was manned by Austro-Hungarian troops. I had to remove them before I could use the gun myself. Take down the last man, but then I hear a noise that I will never forget. They were targeting Matteo's unit below me, so I do the only thing I can. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. Me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost my tail. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost my tail. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost my tail. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground. It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost my tail. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
Nothing could dent it. But then the planes veered away. When I got up, I thought I had died and gone to hell. They blew up the mountain. They buried us. They buried themselves.
Oh, God. Mateo.
I had to find him. So I went down into that hell. It was my only choice. I had to find Mateo. He could have been anywhere. I started with the first thing that came through the fog. There were allies pinned inside lodges. I needed to save them. We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with. We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
Così, avanti, forza!
sheer force of will, we took out their firepower. The lodges were safe, and I had to move on.
You never said, was Mateo in those lodges?
No. The men said his unit had made it further up. Some of the things I saw, Tesoro. I had to convince myself I wasn't dead.
Like what?
Fire. Fire everywhere. Every part of me wanted to get out of the trenches, but I could hear Italian yelling. I knew my friends were trapped. Everywhere I looked, too late. I felt alone among the ghosts. After a while, I couldn't even look at the bodies. You had to have made it to the fort. Into the fort. I could either go through the underground tunnels or above ground by circling around the back.
Not through the front?
I no longer had my armor. It was impossible. Two ways into the fort. I could either go through the underground tunnels or above ground by circling around the back.
Not through the front?
I no longer had my armor. It was impossible.
Ci sono
I don't know how. I just knew Matteo wasn't there. I still think about that field. Every day. I'd almost stopped looking. Started giving in to the hope that Matteo had escaped. And then...
No! No!
He never got older. And here I am, still. Who decides such things? Buon compleanno, Matteo.